So for today, we brought back Tawatha Steendom. How's it going, Tawatha?
Thank you for inviting me. I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Thanks for coming on. Yeah. So if you guys didn't catch on our previous, prior episode, Tawatha is a professional dancer, and she's a straight up battler. She'll freaking battle anyone, at any time. So,
Yeah,
yeah, one of my favorite dancers for sure, and
thank
and
you.
people as well. So yeah, I wanted to catch up with you because we haven't done a pod in a while, and then I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and even like share some clips about like some of the stuff that you've been getting into recently.
I work in the hospital at the plastic reconstructive surgery department.
Mm.
And today I worked on my PhD research. I spend my Fridays on that. And then
Wow.
after that, I teach popping class on Fridays. And yeah, that is actually like every week my schedule, kind of. And
Mm.
in the weekends, I do dance battles or like I travel. I also do breakdance class
Oh,
to learn something. Yeah.
wow, man! I'm telling you, like, cause I'll see break dancers and like I'm just keeping it real with myself. I'm like, oh my god, like I don't see myself being able to do that. Like how powerful they
Right.
are. Like I'm like,
I
holy
thought the
crap!
same, but like now for 1 year, I'm doing like regular class every week.
Oh
And I
hell
learned
yeah,
how to stand on my head, stuff like that.
that's cool.
It's tiny steps, but yeah, it's really exciting to learn something new.
Yeah, for sure. No, and then there's like a big freedom to it. Like you see them when b boys are like doing their thing, and like even
Yeah.
like up rocking and all that stuff. Like they're very free. Like that's like one big thing that I see. Like they're very free. Like there's a big
Yeah.
liberation that they have in their dance, which I like. But besides like the straight up power part, but they're very
Mhm.
free in their expression. So yeah.
Yeah, it always fascinated me, so that's why I decided to just start with it.
Yeah, they're very popular.
Yeah.
Like everywhere in the
Yeah.
world, like they always get it going. Like they
Mhm.
always draw very big crowds. And I saw recently some clips. It's like you and these two girls. You had told me is it kind of like a new group that you guys kind of put together a little bit?
Yeah, the sororitas. So yeah, we performed at Breaking Convention,
Uh-huh.
our theater show. And previously, we also performed together at the Red Bull BC1 Holland Cypher.
Mm.
And before that, we also performed in Turkey at the Hip Hop Ladies Street Festival.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, these are two other girls, Neha and Naomi. They are also poppers in the Netherlands. So we teamed up and we do some shows together. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So okay, so I was gonna ask, like, how did you guys get together? Because I wasn't sure if like they were from the United States. Okay, so they're from the Netherlands. So that's kind
They're
of
from the Netherlands. Yeah. And
so that's how you guys.
actually, like, we are called sororitas, and that means the sisters of battle.
That's pretty
Because
hard.
actually, we used to battle each other a lot
Oh
as
yeah,
rivals in the Netherlands. Yeah.
I like that.
But
I like that.
I think, like, to work together, we can even like make it stronger, when we do performances together, because it's very unique to have like girls in the popping dance scene. So it's good
Yeah,
if they collaborate.
yeah, I agree. And then if you end up seeing someone who has a lot of kind of things that you admire about them, or if you're battling a lot of hard things, you know what I mean? That's someone kind of cool later on to get with, in a
Yeah,
sense.
definitely.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of I had a small version of mine with soccer. I guess. When I was in high school, I was on my soccer team, and we were pretty good. Like we would beat a lot of people around, and then there was this one team where they had this one player, and he was very good at defense, and I also played defense, and we would give each other a very hard time. Like he was very tough, like
Hmm.
like he gave me a hard time, and so we weren't like enemies, but like kind of like a rival, like rivals.
Yeah,
So yeah, so
like
we were rivals
competitive,
for like
right?
for like
Yeah.
maybe a couple years, and then after those couple years, he ended up leaving his team and he went to our team, and then he ended up being like one of my
Mm.
best friends. So we went from rivals to like, oh, like now we're like a good team. Like so, I understand that someone that you might have fought with before, or they could be tough. It's nice when you hook up with them because then you guys were very hard to face together, you know, like that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I was looking for some clips on that one. I didn't. I'm gonna try to pop it up later on, you know. But so you
Okay.
do. So on Fridays you do popping classes where you teach people and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I teach in all styles. So I teach from like pop-in to animation to strutting, roboting, boogaloo. I like to go over history, and I also like to go over all these different areas and influences, and actually everything I learned on my journey when I traveled through America and like Asia. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's so cool. That's like a yeah, that's very admirable for sure. And poppers are like special people because they could do things like this. Like they're usually
Right.
probably like the best dancer in the club or in the room. Like if you happen to have a popper there, their odds are they're probably the best dancer, I guess, you know. And
Yeah.
it just so happens to be right. And then so it's pretty cool that you're teaching classes and to tell people like background about yourself and about the culture. It's like it's
Mm.
yeah, that's really dope. I want to see if I can pull up a clip of you guys doing.
I'm excited.
Yeah, let me
Curious what
see.
you're gonna
Wait.
show me.
Yeah, it's from your social media. Can you see any? Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I have the volume down. Let me see if I can
Yeah, my discount code 10% for my Groove Guide. My Groove Guide is an online dance platform where I teach popping and waving in 3 different classes, so beginner level, intermediate, and advanced. And yeah, if you want to follow classes from me, you can go to mygrooveguide.com and you can get a membership. And I have my personal discount code, Tawatha10.
Nice. All right,
Yeah,
well,
so you
you
can
got it
follow.
here, guys. And then
Yeah.
look at this one right here too. So like, yeah, popping intensive. This was like very cool.
Yeah. And recently they shared a video, like a little portion of my workshop where I was explaining the wave in 14 steps. And
Hmm.
it got viral, like 9 million views or
I
something.
saw that.
Yeah,
I
like
even
so
made a
many
comment on that. I
people.
was like, "Holy crap!" You know, it's so cool.
Yeah. That
I
was
know it's
really
funny because
cool.
like there was like a lot of people. I guess you were kind of insinuating that a lot of people are talking about. Well, it's not 8 count. Like people get very fixated on
Right.
well because like if something was a certain way and then they think that that might know that just because it's like that for like the music part that it's like that for like everything else and it doesn't
Yeah,
work
and
like
I'm not
that like
even
all the
explaining.
time.
I'm explaining the move. I'm explaining it in 14 steps, not necessarily 14 counts in the music. There's not even music in the background.
Yeah.
So I'm
You're
I'm
like, how
really
can it be? And like,
explaining
there's no
just in
music here.
14
There's no count.
steps because you actually use the joints of your fingers, and they
Right.
totally miss the whole point where I'm explaining that. But it's
Yeah.
just funny to me to read those comments.
Yeah. Well, that's another reason why you got to teach. You know what I mean? Because it's like there can be a lot of misconceptions, and so
Yeah, I
yeah.
think it comes from a choreo background that they say, yeah, you have to count in eights. And I do understand that because obviously when you make a choreography, it's in 8 counts, right?
Yeah.
But when you're freestyling, you're not only dancing with the 8 counts, you're dancing with the music, with the melody, with the bass, with the drum, you're dancing with the music. You're not
Yeah.
necessarily thinking about
Yeah.
counts. And yeah.
I learned about like the bridge is like super important, like super funky. Like
Yeah.
I remember with rest in peace, Boogaloo Dan. He was one of my friends,
Mm-hmm.
one of my mentors and my
Yeah.
friends. I remember with he did this video. We're gonna share it later on, but it was to the song "Rigor Mortis" by Cameo, and I guess Bryce had gone over there to film him at the park at this park by his house, and
Right.
when he did the bridge part or me and him were like kind of like looking over the video together, right? And he was like, "Look," he's like, "I did this over here and I did this over here," and then he told me that at that bridge part when he did this one move, in his mind, what he was doing is he was like waiting for that bridge, like he was like holding
Mm.
this like a certain. He was waiting for the bridge to bust out a certain move, so he was waiting for this for
Right.
almost like 30. Like to like almost a whole minute in his mind a little bit. He knew that was like special. He was almost like
Mm.
I remember sometimes he would say like pull like kind of pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Like a magician
Right. He
doesn't
kept
always
that
pull the
move just
rabbit the
for
whole
that.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like like you don't just do a rabbit the whole time. Just how like
Mm.
a b-boy doesn't just do windmills in the beginning. Like it's not just windmills
No.
or whatever. Like there's like a lot of setups to it. How
Of
a
course,
magician
music
sets
has a
things up.
storyline as well. And that is
Yeah,
musicality, to explain the story of the music or like translate the music with your body, right?
yeah, yeah. So that was one thing too. It's like there's so many different parts to it, and then with that whole thing about with like the waves and like ticks, you're explaining because a lot of it is based off of your own joints, so it's like you're
Right.
basing it off of
Based
your
off the
body,
anatomy.
not necessarily music or a melody. So it's like there's a
No.
lot of different shit to it, a
Yeah.
little bit like that. Yeah, yeah. So that was one take. And then now what I try to do, like say if I'm just dancing or messing around, like I really take the bridge to heart. Like the bridge is like this funkiness, like kind of like where like right before the bridge, it's like you're kind of slowing down, like you're slowing yourself down. So then in the bridge you can start to bring it like kind of make it rise again, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kind of like that, yeah. And so yeah, that was one thing that I remember. Yeah, rest in peace, Boogaloo Dan. Goddamn,
Yeah, rest in peace.
he was a real person and a real
Yeah.
Boogaloo. And
He told
yeah.
me, "You're boogalooing." And I was like, "What? Really?" It was an honor to hear that, from his point of view.
Did you meet
Yeah.
him at the Oakland barbecue? Is
Yeah.
that where you met him? Yeah.
Yeah, the one that year that I won the popping competition. Yeah. He was
Yeah.
judge.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was a huge honor.
They have a lot to share. The OGs have a lot to share.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
Um.
so glad that I met them. Also Rio Robot, Harry Berry, rest in peace. I
Yeah.
met them there at the Oakland Boogaloo reunion.
I had met like Rio and Dan and like the San Francisco people. I had known them for kind of a while, but of all the
Mhm.
people that I didn't know or that I ended up meeting very very late was Harry Berry. He was one of the
Mm,
ones that I met very late, even though I thought I would have met him
right.
before, like at the wharf. And then I never really crossed paths with him that much. I met
Mhm.
him literally just that year before he passed away, because he passed away just what, like
Mm.
2 years ago, or just like very recently,
Yeah.
right? I only knew of him and met of him just that in that last year. And then so we
Wow,
at
okay.
the wharf, I was like, oh hi, like I introduced myself and I was
Fisherman's
like,
Wharf, yeah.
yeah. And then so we were kind of cool there. And then I saw him at the Oakland barbecue, and then we hung out there for
Right.
a little while. We got to, we were kind of hanging out and kind of messing around. And then that was the last time that I saw him.
Yeah, I
And
met him because Agatron, I was working a lot together with her with Iron Lotus,
mm-hmm,
and she learns a lot from Harry Berry, especially the tricks with the cane.
mm,
So we went to the Fisherman's Wharf and we did a street performance together actually, and
wow.
that's where I met Harry Berry as well. Yeah,
Yeah, man. I wanna see if we can bust one out for Harry here. He's a very explosive, very entertaining
yeah,
OG. My God.
definitely.
Let's see if I can pull up this one.
Yeah, we did a fundraiser for his medical treatments when they found out, asked to help him fund the medical treatment that he needed. But unfortunately, he passed away.
Hold on, I'm sorry,
Rest in
guys.
peace.
Oh, there it is. We're good.
Actually, like his silver suit When I was younger, I think I explained this in the first episode. I also did street performances as a silver robot in Rotterdam, where I was dressed up in silver, painted
Oh,
myself silver.
dude, I want to
With
see that clip of you. I remember that. That's like a hard clip to
Look
see.
at
It's
the
like rare
originator of the stretch arm move.
of you and Hitmaster Fish.
yeah, with fish,
Yeah,
with Master Fish. Yeah,
and you look so young. You know, you were like smaller and younger, but you were like hitting and clinking. You know.
yeah.
Yeah. But you know
I
what's
just
funny
love
is that
Look,
I
here,
actually
here.
saw Harry when I was a little kid, like in kindergarten. Like I was like 5 years old. I remember being so little, and I remember it was like very sunny, a sunny day, so I couldn't like look up so much because of the sun. So I could see like maybe half of his body, but it was
it
just
was
like
cut.
I was shocked as a little kid. I was like, "What is this?" Like I just couldn't believe
Right.
it, you know. And yeah, and it took me forever to meet him, but I finally met him way later on and stuff. So it was pretty much like I figured out, I understood why everybody loved him, type of thing, because his energy was very big and he was very nice
Yeah.
and super cool.
Yeah, he's a huge inspiration.
Yeah, so that was Harry, Harry Berry, the legendary Harry Berry, and then so he was one of the original members of Demons of the Mind,
Mm-hmm.
which is Lonnie's group, Pop Tart's group, and then even rest in peace. God, so many people died the last couple of years, but even Larry McDonald was the original leader of Demons of the Mind, and then they had Fazo, Pop Tart, Harry Berry, A1, and then and so they did a lot of things. Like they put it down in San Francisco a lot, and then
Yeah.
so yeah, they're crazy guys, or they were crazy guys and fun guys, and strong guys, and all that stuff, and yeah, so I have my memories with them. You know, when I was like a little more younger and crazier, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just see one here. Let me see. Where's? Oh, here's one of Pop Tart. I want to see if I can present it here because we talk about him so much. I think this is a clip of him at the OG Poppers picnics.
Of course, that's up.
I mean,
Every step he
representing
makes,
with his silver hat. You know, he's letting them know too with the hat.
he has so much styling. Every movement he does. He's making a party over there.
Yeah, that he gets the crowd all hyped up.
But he explained what's cutting, like stepping out and showing the world that you're there, you know?
And he's very different, like especially for where he is at, you know, because over there is a Poppers picnic where everybody is happy, you know, and so it's nice to see him get love, to get love
Yeah.
over there because he's like
Thicker, fuller
he's doing
hair
his
starts
thing.
with hymns. Discover
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah,
But,
freaking man, he's the best.
Yeah, I learned in private class, like strutting from him. And he also showed me, yeah, like in his car, his lifestyle. Like, it was really nice to get to know him in this way, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
cares so much about this dance.
yeah. For me, it's like what I first like kind of like my first takeaways was like just his energy. Because I remember
Right? When he
I remember-
steps in the room, he's strutting. Like he comes in the room and your attention immediately goes to him. Yeah.
Yeah, like he has like a lot of like power, like it's like very like you know, it's like imagine like a piece of dynamite or like an explosion, but he just like he's like in there like that.
I get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I remember one of my first memories with him, very first, is I was hanging out with him and Machine Gun Funk, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I had seen popping from them, in person. Like they were one of the first people that I saw popping. So we
Right.
were hanging out, and Lonnie was, hanging out with them, and I was tagging along with all them. And I guess I forgot, it was such a long time ago. I think we were going to a party. I can't remember, but it was a very long time ago. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember we were walking, like we got food like at a burger place, and then we went to walk to the party. It was close by. And I remember just walking to the party, and like his energy when we were just walking, it felt like I don't know, but like it makes you want to dance, like it makes you want to do stuff when you're around with him.
Mm-hmm.
His
Mm-hmm.
aura, his
Yeah.
energy is like that. It feels very fast, and you're like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
like it makes you feel like you can do it too. Like even if you can't, but like it just his energy is very captivating. It's like it's like that. Yes,
Yeah.
like it was like a thing that I never forgot. Even to this day, like you don't really feel people like that, and then that's kind of why he's like a legend in his right, you know.
I remember actually first time I saw him, he wanted to show his moves in a dance battle, so he joined the dance battle because it was my first meeting with him, and he was
Mm,
wearing this bulletproof vest.
that sounds about right.
Yeah, yeah. And then he started like pop, pop, pop. And I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
like yeah, crazy energy. He really made a statement there.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
No, he
love
does that. Yeah, he's very
crazy,
embracing like that. Yeah, I love him,
Yeah.
man. Like I remember, I went to the last Oakland event, the last barbecue event, and it was okay, but I don't know. I just felt, I don't know what the feeling was, but I felt like kind of reserved, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
was leaving. I was gonna go home, and I'm going, and then I see a lot of people in the parking lot. Then they're going across, like a lot of people are walking the other way. I'm like, what's going on? And then
He
I
was having a
hear,
party.
this fucking loud ass van. Like he has a
Yeah,
van with like okay, guys, if you guys,
I was there
this
too.
guy, he has like, he built a studio, like a professional music studio in his van. So it
Masters.
has like this crazy professional equipment inside. And it's so loud, like, you know,
Yeah.
and then so
And it
like,
was raining outside, but people they stayed because they were like, "Oh, there's the
yeah,
party,"
yeah, exactly, yeah. And then as
Yeah.
soon as I got in around him, well, first when he saw me, he like hugged me and this and all that, because he's very embracing. Like he'll remember you. Like if you're real with him, he'll like remember you,
Yeah.
right? And then I was like ready to go. I was already done with my night. I was like, oh, whatever, right? And then, but just because going around with him, like it like lit me all over again. I was like, oh, now I'm like
Yeah.
starting for real, and he's like that. And then he was showing a bunch of us in the parking lot, his stepping, right? And then, man, like trying to hang with him, and like, oh, like okay, like I like wave my white flag after a couple of minutes, like, okay, you win, like you still got it, like it's
But
like,
this is what he does. He brings you into his world. He lets you experience the whole culture of this dance. That's why you have to meet him. If you want to learn this dance, you have to meet him.
yeah, and he makes you
Yeah.
feel it, and then like you leave home
Yeah.
afterwards, like it's almost like he does that on purpose. Like I think like he wants you to come home like this, like very like scratching your head and like all like that,
Right.
because that's how it always is. Like
Mm,
after kind of
yeah.
being around him, you're like, oh my god, like it's like it makes you feel like you have to start everything all over all the time, but that's a
Yeah.
good thing. That's a good thing. Um, let's see. I want to share this clip of you guys. I really like this one. It was the last time that I saw you in person at the Oakland event, and where I saw you. It was the one that was indoor, right?
Hmm.
So let's
Hmm.
see, because I really liked your guys's.
Actually, that is also a funny story because I've worked with Agatron for a couple of years with
Mm-hmm,
Iron Lotus, and she has this strutting routine, and she always invites like female dancers to join her in this routine in this show.
mm-hmm,
And my connection with Katana and Cecilia, the other two girls, um, like in COVID time, I organized the page Power Pop Girls
mm-hmm.
to empower women in the popping scene. And this is how we got to know each other. So
Mm.
we collaborated online in making videos together, organizing jam sessions online, Zoom popping sessions, and also like interviews with OGs, and to talk about really specific topics that was really important at that time, you know. So it was really nice to have that experience when, yeah, like everything got shut down, you know. So you had social media to have these social interactions with the dance community. And I think we did a lot with Power Pop Girls. We really empowered women, like inspired a lot of women to also talk openly about certain issues that they were facing. And yeah, so it was a really nice collaboration to work together with Egatron, as I was already used to, and also with Katana and Cecilia.
That's so
Cece.
cool. Yeah, that's great that like you guys didn't let the pandemic and all that stuff that was happening around the world, you guys put it to use. Like, okay, well, if this is gonna happen, then we're gonna do this, you know, and then
Yeah.
you guys build shit with that, you know. So that's really dope.
Yeah, and it was really like a page for women from all over the world. So we had women from India, Japan, Africa, like all women that like popping. They were like invited to join us, you know, in all these jam sessions and online challenges, and yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, like to build community, you know, like
Right.
through the
Yeah.
dance, you know, that's the best. That's the best. Yeah, I know Katana. I've been seeing her lately. She went to Chicago. I think she just went to Chicago for the Red Bull,
Right.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
she's doing great.
she's
Yeah.
one of my favorite dancers too. Also that I have seen. Like she's really dope because I think I mentioned it in our prior episode that I had never really seen her before this time when you guys performed. I never knew. I didn't know of her. And then so now that
Yeah.
I've been seeing all her shit, I'm like, dude, she's amazing. She's a great performer and a
Yeah,
battler.
and she combines it a lot with turfing. So
yeah.
like more the
She
new
does turf.
school
Yeah.
type of style. Yeah.
Yeah. She because her boyfriend is a big turfer, and then
Right.
she embraces a lot of the culture from over there in Oakland. Like she's in that scene pretty hard, you know.
Yeah.
But she also mixes it with her popping, like her takes are nasty, her waves are nasty. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this one up then. There we go. Let's see if I can. Oh, there's Tawatha. You know that's her.
Yeah, my signature move.
There, you guys are getting everybody all hyped up. Everybody there is getting hyped up. All right.
Y'all landlords in the building. All female group. Take it over, y'all.
This routine by Megatron. Iron Maiden.
Yeah, you can feel the energy too, man. Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, there was one too. I couldn't find it, but it was like from the same show, but it was like kind of where instead of all you guys on the side, you were in the front, you know, because in stepping you can have it in different ways. You know, you can have sideways or back, and it was where you were in the front. I don't know. I couldn't find that one.
Yeah. I think the video is next to that, isn't it?
I just don't know because I had pulled these from my email, and so
I learned it. I think the first time I came to Bay Area. I don't remember which year that was, but it was before COVID time.
You want to see? I found I couldn't find that one, but I found one of my favorite solos of yours, at least.
Oh, really?
I don't know what country. You're gonna tell me right now what country this is in. Let me pull it up.
I'm curious what you're gonna show me.
It's you're I don't know what you're somewhere in I don't know what country this is.
We built here is godly. They can't gentrify the heart of kings.
Where's this one at?
Let's just not
It's
talk.
in Netherlands.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Make a move. You're coming with me.
where I'm from.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Coming with me.
Thank
I
you.
don't know. I like this a lot.
It's coming with me. The people that came with coming with me. What about the love? Coming with me.
And then like the outfit, you know what I mean? How it's like with like popping, I like it when they have like a whole outfit type of thing, you know,
Right.
instead of just like the sweatpants and the t-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really care about the costumes, fashion, and dancing. It's something I actually really got inspired by from the Bay Area where they do this, you know?
But when I finally
Hold on,
took a
I'm
knee,
sorry. It was so loud.
took
What
me
was
out
that?
the league. Now I'm not much for games, but I play for keeps.
Yeah, see, I like that one. That was one of my favorite solo ones. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last thing you said.
Oh, yeah, I think I did this video for the Great 1-8ers,
Oh,
an
okay.
online contest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was in COVID time, so I was in the Netherlands, obviously, because I live there.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, there was this video contest that you had to make, and then I
Yeah,
made
that's
this
one of my
one.
favorites. Yeah, I like how it's like nice to make it like artistic, where you're in a beautiful background. Like I didn't know where it was. Like it's somewhere in Europe, but I just didn't know.
In Rotterdam,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay, yeah,
in
it
my
was like
hometown.
okay, yeah, it's like the background's
Yeah,
nice, and then the outfit is like official
yeah,
outfit. You know, I know poppers are like very because it's a part of the lifestyle, so like you don't always have to dress up. I understand that. You know, some people want to be comfortable because you're doing like all types of moves, right? Or maybe you're going to be on the floor doing floor moves. So
yeah.
like I understand, but it's nice when either there's a costume or like an outfit. You know, like to me that's
Right.
like really
Yeah.
cool. Like it like
And I
gives it
think
like an
it
extra.
also brings the moves like more like beautifully, you know, if you have the exact clothing that fits the movement.
Yeah.
And actually the outfit, it also inspires my movement. Sometimes I have like I also have the suit where I have a lot of stripes. It's from Adidas, and it's like stripes in different directions. So then I also feel like my move should be more like
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
this. Or when I have like really tight like leggings, for instance, I like to make lines with my legs because people can see it more. Or when
Oh wow.
I really think about this with
Yeah.
everything that I wear. And
Yeah,
for
that's
every
very
battle I have a different character, kind of like it can be the princess. Like for instance, this one I wore in battles because it gives me more like of a princess vibe when I use this. But I also have like a full like suit where I just feel like really flexible because it is really free to move in that. So yeah.
that's very very artistic of you. That's like very artistry thinking, like
Yeah.
you're basing it off that. Like for me, I think about like the hat or like the brim, like the actual brim, like that
Mhm.
that to me I think has powers. Like it really has powers.
Of course,
Like
yeah.
like when I was first like trying to understand about like having like a hit, like with your head and your neck and your head and
You're
everything.
shaking.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
without the good hat, like the right hat, it's like it doesn't feel like you can't feel it or something like that,
Right.
And then
Yeah.
like to dime stop, like the bing, like that part,
Boom.
and then
Yeah.
yeah, like that's why like say a hat like this, like I'll wear it for like right now or like for like working, but I wouldn't
Mhm.
I wouldn't want to like dance like in this kind of hat all the time, like maybe once in a while, I
Right.
guess, but not.
But I feel like it's a
Yeah.
part of your artistry when you like also decide how you show up at an event. Or it's the same as when we talked about Pop Tarts. Like the moment he steps into the venue, he gets all the attention. And this is also as a dancer, as an artist. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything makes sense, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah, because he'll have like outlandish outfits. You know, like I think about he'll have that. It's kind of like that Japanese kind of theme where it's kind of silky. Like I don't know what you call those outfits. Kind of like those Japanese Chinese outfits, and it's all
Kimono.
silky. Is that what it? Yeah, like a kimono. It reminds me of that engine shit one that where he did. I believe it was like red. Like he had like a red outfit. I was trying to see if I could find it.
Mhm.
And then, because that one was like a really good one. I remember off of that one, I noticed that as soon as he started the dance, like it was already game over because of the way he was vibrating his head. And I don't think people could notice it. There we go. And if you're wondering if this is like edited footage, this is just how he can move. It's not edited or nothing. This is like the speed of how he could move and stop.
Yeah, style.
I want to watch. Man, I want to watch his dance beginning to end. I just like this beginning how
the
we
first
start.
time I met Doctor, like his energy really made me think also of my teacher, Hitmaster Fish, because Hitmaster Fish is like this too. As soon as he is dancing, he's an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like
doing street shows with
they
him,
just
he
eat
was
it up.
so
Like they just ham it up.
crazy. Yeah, make some jokes with the audience, and like as soon as he starts to move, it's like really, like you step into his world too. You know,
Yeah.
he makes you believe that you're in a different world, and
yeah. It's his presence, like his stage presence, and he'll even talk about this a lot too. Kind of like once you kind of get in there with him a little bit, he'll talk about the stage presence and all, like the feeling of the stage. Like it's like important to him because he's been in like music things, you know, with like music groups, and he's done like all types of stuff with like Bay Area groups and all this stuff from the past, and plus his own groups and all that. And I got to see this again, just the way he comes out. Like vibrating on them like this, like
ERS PT 3000, the Stratus Room, Tawatha.
I like the accent. Oh shit! How did I get here? That's hold on. Okay, let's go. Already there is game over if you really saw that.
yeah, like how he starts.
Mm-hmm. His head, the way his head already went, that was
And these solo struts, it's beautiful to see how he does it. He has so much presence, you know? Stage presence.
Yeah.
Every move.
Yeah, he owned, like he'll own it. He'll own it all. And then I think about like making it count. Like that was something else that I remember my friends telling me. It's like you want to make every one move count. Like it has to count, you know? And then he does that. He's good at
that. Spin.
And he goes to show you, like with like strutting, it's like people that might see strutting like newer or like for the first time, they might think that it's like kind of limited, but I think what he makes a point of to show people is that it's actually not limited. Like people might think is limited because of the foundation. It has certain moves, right? Like, of course, like there's
Mhm.
always like the certain moves of like you're extending your arms and like, but like he just showed people here that there's many ways that you could fit the styling of strutting. Like there's a lot of different ways
Yeah.
that you could fit it in, like, you know, still have the signature of strutting, you know, of what you're trying to represent.
Mhm. All right. This is in the city where I live now.
Oh, so this is, oh, okay, so
Seaside.
this is in Europe.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's in The Hague, Scheveningen Beach. Yeah, this was a medal and I won it.
Mm,
It was West Coast Jam, not West Coast America, but West Coast Netherlands Jam.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they do hella events over there. They do hella
yeah, and
jams
it's
over there.
organized by The Hague Hip Hop Center, and I teach there actually. Every
Mm,
Friday, I teach at The Hague Hip Hop Center.
so
Popping class.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm really excited also for this journey of like teaching in this dance school because we are building a popping community here now too. And this hip hop center really focuses on all the elements of hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
DJing, MCing. Um,
That's
yeah,
cool. Like bringing the culture, you know, bringing the culture back.
yeah. Hey, the OG Papa segment. Yeah.
So this is Harry and Pop Tart.
Yeah. I learned this routine.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're trendsetters, man. I mean, they started a lot of shit. A lot of the stuff that you see now, like even on TV, the stuff that you saw on MTV, and all the
Yeah.
artists, like music artists, they got it from this style. You know, this is the Bay Area, all from San Francisco and Oakland type of stuff. You know? San Jose
All right.
too.
Actually, I'm planning to come to the OG Poppers picnic this year in July.
Mm. You're gonna go?
Yeah, I think so.
That's cool.
At least I still have to book my ticket. But
It's like a scene out there. There's like so many people. Like look, like it's like a massive, like it's like a massive crowd. Like
let me go crazy. Yeah, so much energy. And you see they are enjoying it so much, you know?
yeah.
Jump out.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, and then like see how like they're talking, like how he was talking at the end, and like jump out, burn it out. I remember like talking earlier on our other show about like they'll do like these things all the time because they're always like they're always messing around, like that, you know what I mean? And then so they're always like talking in their own language, like their own lingo.
Right.
That was an example right there.
So the whole terminology in dance actually like started, right? Like to have names for all these different moves and styles.
Yeah, yeah, because
It's culture. It's how they
yeah,
called it. Yeah.
yeah, because they're trying to be like a kind of like a hive mind. Like they're like when they're doing a step, they want the same mind, and even like their
Right.
bodies like together. That's kind of why they stand so close. Like they're like they have to touch. They have to
Yeah.
touch a little bit, like their shoulders at least have to touch a little bit, so you could feel like the cues of when they're about to like start something new, or when the other person goes, you have to like follow, like be together,
Teamwork,
like at the
feeling
same
it.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like so cool. It's like the best shit, you know. Yeah, so and that's kind of how they roll. Like they captivate. They're very captivating people, you know. Yeah, I want to see that one where Harry. It was basically the last time that Harry was at the Oakland barbecue event. I want to see it, like kid. And how he takes up so much room. That's like fucking hard to do, man. How he takes up all that space.
Dancer 64 here. Make some room, y'all.
Players got hat tricks. They got hat tricks for sure.
One of my favorite dancers, my big brother.
Oh, here's Rio.
There.
Get to Rio real quick.
64. Boy, we got some heavy hitters in here.
Clean as a whistle. Fucking shit. Boogie Frantic, another legend.
Yeah.
The one and only. Oh my God.
I met him when I was very young. I think I was 11 years old, or maybe even
Oh
younger.
shit.
Yeah.
No, Boogie Frantic is he's one of my all-time favorite poppers, like hands down.
Yeah.
Like,
He has this special aura around him when he dances.
yeah, like Frantic, Boogie Frantic, and all his shit. Like I don't know. I think he might be like, in my opinion, maybe like one of the most like consistently good and clean. Like he's always just good and clean and consistent and trippy. Like yeah, and like it's what's a word, like kind of like mesmerizing a little bit, like where you kind of watch and kind of like
it's
be
like
like
he's
this,
touching an imaginary world. When he
like
moves, you're like, whoa, you see this whole, like what I say, an aura around him. You're like,
like
whoa.
like
You
they
know,
can drag
he
you in,
glows.
like they have their little world, and then like they'll drag you in their world. Like I think Boogie Frantic is very good at that. Like Pop Tart's good at that. Harry's good at that. Like they have their own world, and then they're gonna make you a part of it if you
With
want.
a beautiful quality of movements.
Yeah, they have that. And then excuse me, like that, it's in them so much that like it doesn't matter. Like they're at the point where it doesn't matter what music you do it to. Like they could have no music, or they can have. I saw Boogie Frantic do something like with like it was like rock and roll kind of music, and he just and it was a long rock and roll song that was like almost 10 minutes, and he did the whole song straight. And it shows you
Adventure style, or
like that's how
I
you know
saw him
someone
dancing
has
at Toxic from Britney Spears, I believe.
Okay, yeah, see, like that's how you know he has
yeah.
skills, is if he can go for like 10 minutes to like a rock and roll song and just do like crazy waves. Like that's how you know that dance is like inside of him. Like he doesn't try to do moves, like the dance is inside of him already. Like it's already like there. It's very special. Like the funk music, or like like for it to be on the one, I guess. And then that's something that changed about me over the years, is that before I wanted with my music, I wanted the clap, the doom clap. Now I don't want that no more. Now it's like on the one.
Right.
Like
And that's
instead
what
of 1-2. Yeah.
Boogie Frantic is teaching, right? Like to start on the 1. It
Mm.
creates so much more space to listen to the whole music.
Is that what it? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because before I used to pay attention to, like, you know how earlier we were talking about that viral video that you did that got like 9 million fucking views, and then they're talking about 8 counts, and I understand that for the music there is magic to that, like especially like if you're a popper, because then on the 4 and the 8 there's like the blow up where the
Of
person
course.
blows
Yeah,
up.
there's
Yeah. So
a
for that I
setup.
do understand, but I guess what happened with me is that now it like went away. Like I don't like I just, because of the Bay Area, like it, like that part left me, and so
Right.
now I want,
But
like,
you
it's
get
like on the
like
1.
more time to listen to the music actually, because there's so much more than just the boom clap. There's like
Yeah,
melody, there's this like little hi-hat ticking the whole time. There's so many things that you can use in the music. So if you start on the 1, you have this time and like to listen to all that and to catch it.
I
And
guess, yeah, you're right. You're right,
yeah,
because it's also like I guess I noticed like I feel more like free, I guess, if that makes sense.
right.
And then with what
That is
with
exactly
what
what
you
it
said
is.
too right now, it's like you can catch all these things. It reminded
Yeah.
me of like when earlier in the beginning of this show I was talking about Boogaloo Dan, how when he did Rigor Mortis, that song Rigor Mortis, the solo, and then on the bridge he wanted to hit that one move. And so it's like
That's
like
storytelling.
yeah, like you can use being on the 1, and then Boogaloo Dan's also a component of on the 1. Like he also talked about
Yeah.
that, and then
Yeah.
and that's how you can kind of time your magic tricks, or like when you pull the bunny out of the hat, you can time when you do that. So for us to wrap it up here, we're gonna show a solo of our friend Boogaloo Dan doing Rigor Mortis by Cameo. So this was one of his last kind of solos that he did. I guess that was recorded and stuff like that. That was a very nice thing that they did. So let's go check it out. Oh shit! How do I keep that? Okay, hold on, I'm sorry. Let's go.
Rigor Mortis will sit and just sit there and you'll see. The music sounds too good for you to look and act this way.
This right here,
Just free your mind of all your thoughts and you will surely say.
A lot of people lost patience. That's what happened a lot too that I see with Boogaloo. Is people lost patience. You know?
Are you ready? For the party maker. Woo! Are you ready? For the chance taker. Say get on down. Say it feels good, then show me get on down. Say you can do it like you should. Then go beside the shit ain't hard to do. Now get on down. Oh,
Yeah.
You spit up in
God damn it! You showed everybody. You showed everybody. I'm telling you, God, that Boogaloo Dan has a fucking spot in my heart. That man.
But because he has this patience, you can see all the moves that he does. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it really makes sense what he does.
Yeah. That's why when I saw him and also Rio, like I fell in love, like pretty much. You know what I mean? Because I love
Yeah.
my San Francisco dudes, but when I seen especially those two, you know, these Oakland cats, when I saw them, like it was like game over. Like I knew something. Kind of like when I saw Shaba, you know, who was a San Francisco guy, but he's actually from Oakland. He's
Right.
truly a
Yeah.
Boogaloo also. So there's something about when I see the original Boogaloos, like it just fucking fucks my shit up. Like I really like it's like when you see the truth, you know it's the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
So
it's so classic, you know.
yeah, yeah,
And also the way how they dress, you see they're from Oakland. They do boogaloo.
yeah. And like they make it a thing. It's like a presentation, you know. Like you know, it's
Definitely,
like
yeah.
if it's not a costume, it's like a fit, and then that matches it matches the vibe. It goes with the whole thing of what they're representing. And, yeah, I pretty much owe them like some like you know like in a way like I owe them, you know, for sure. But yep, that's how it is. So I'm grateful, man. Like we're you and me are pretty lucky to be in the position to at least like know these people and to be able to be cool with them and stuff like that because it goes a long way. It goes a long way for your upbringing, for the culture and stuff like that. So yeah, so we are pretty lucky.
And that's also what I try to teach in my classes. I show their videos and I talk about them, and like they also explain me what the moves that they do, what the meaning is behind that, right? What it meant for them. And I think it is important to teach that and to pass the torch in that way.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's like you can understand about like powers also more like that too, you know. Yeah, that's some dope shit. Well, before we freaking head out for today, let the people know where they can find you, like on Instagram or and stuff like that, so maybe they can check out your classes if they're around, and check out like your performances and stuff like that.
Right. So my Instagram is at Tawatha Camilla, where I post all my videos, battles, travels, and things. And for my private classes, you can always DM me for like international classes on Zoom, online. I teach some popping classes at my Groove Guides. So with my code Tawatha10, you can get a discount on a membership there, and you can follow my online classes. And if you come to the Netherlands, I teach in Haagse Hip Hop Centrum. It's like in The Hague, every Friday from 8 to 9 p.m., where I teach all these different styles that I love.
Beautiful. Hell yeah. Yeah, and then if you want with the promotion thing, maybe if you can send me that later on, I can put it on the notes too, you know, so we can promote that stuff with your socials.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. It was good catching up with you again. We got to keep doing these here and there whenever we got some downtime. Whenever you're not, you know, doing your doctor thing, because I know you fucking do a shit ton of things. And so, so it's nice that you're able to still do a lot of the stuff for like the culture and still have your own fucking, like your own big stuff that you do on the side. So that's like very commendable, you know, so much respect for that. So yeah. Well, all right, guys. That was another episode for Uncanny Mystic Mind, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.